Thank you so much, Mr. Moderator. So what I want to talk about today is actually, I would suggest both basic but also quite complex. And I intend to deal with the queries really on two grounds. One, what are effective investigations or compliance strategies when you have a problem with a regulator? And the second one really is, what do I do about the issue of privilege in the event that privilege is applicable? So starting first with investigations, and just to give a bit of background, I've done investigations not just in corporate matters, shareholder issues, but also regulatory matters involving imprisonment, substantial fines, anti-corruption, and so on and so forth. And one thing that we noticed is really the need for speed. And when I say the need for speed, where I'm coming from is the need to basically be on the ground and to interview the people and to take statements from the people involved in that particular episode. So there are some perhaps more extreme examples. Our team previously had done 140 interviews interviews with 140 persons over the weekend, and that was because we were acting for a regulated entity which was in breach of certain regulatory requirements. And over the course of that 2 days, over that weekend, what we found were very significant and material issues relating to the regulatory breach, and as a result of which certain reporting issues or certain reports had to be made to the regulators. And on that point about self-reporting, I think it's one of those things where I would suggest it's very much a local regulatory issue or local jurisdiction issue. Very specifically, there are certain organizations, particularly in the context of anti-bribery and corruption, where self-reporting is required and or self-reporting is very strongly encouraged. There are other regulators who, because of the very niche subject matter of their dispute or of their jurisdiction, may not be too conversant with self-reporting. So one example is, let's just give an example. The National Environment Agency in Singapore